I'm back. I'm excited to be back. So I took a little bit of time off this summer. I taught summer school and I just kind of took a little bit of time away from thinking about teaching, doing things like posting on Instagram, posting on YouTube, just to have a little bit of a rejuvenating summer. I know this past year, COVID and everything that happened around that took a big toll on a lot of teachers, and I just wanted to make sure that I was in a good state of mind for this upcoming school year. That being said, a lot of changes have taken place, and so in this video, I kind of go through what happens as it happens. Let's go ahead and dive into the video. So today, I have 3 more interviews. I did all of my teacher things in one place. There's a lock on our door, and I accepted a Hello, welcome. My name is Hannah Parker Smith, and a lot of changes are taking place, and I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed because it is now 2 weeks until school starts. But let me give you a timeline, sort of a history of what is creating this week of chaos. I've been teaching for these past 2 years in East Tennessee, and it's kind of been hard to be away from family, and it's just been a little bit of a cultural adjustment. An opportunity came up for Jonathan in Richmond, Virginia. On Monday, Jonathan and I drove all the way to Richmond and all the way back. So we were literally in the car like 13 hours in one day for this interview. And so he gets back in the car and he said, they offered me the job, and we were both so surprised. And from there, it's been kind of go, overwhelming because I have to get a job. We have to sell our house. We have to put in our resignations. Quitting as a coach, you have to talk to newspapers and all of these sorts of things. And so it's just kind of been a lot. Anyways, decided to take just one night to kind of process and decide, is this something we can do? We both feel pretty guilty about leaving our schools just 2.5 weeks before school starts, but we decided that Richmond was a place that we could see ourselves living forever, whereas we know we're not going to stay here. And so it's hard to build community and really like invest yourself in a place when you know it's going to be temporary and just like sort of transitional. Tuesday, we put in our resignations, and it was just kind of an exhausting sort of day as far as conversations, telling people we're moving, those sorts of things. So yesterday, which was Wednesday, I had 2 job interviews in the Richmond area, and both of them offered me the position, which I'm like blown away and shocked by. Today, I have 3 more interviews. I didn't intend to schedule this many interviews. I just applied to one general math position, and I guess they sent me to like all the schools that had open math positions. I just finished one. I have another one coming up very soon. And then, what time is it? Let me make sure not to miss it. All right, I still have 12 minutes. I do feel like I'm a lot more calm interviewing now that I've had a lot of interviews. And I just feel like I can naturally be myself because I know I have another offer. I can really evaluate and genuinely like share who I am and what my teaching is about and see if it's a good fit, which is an ideal position to be as far as interviews because you're committing more of the time at your job than you spend with your family. So this weekend, we're traveling to Richmond to maybe look at apartments. After the conversation that we have with our realtor, hopefully we'll have a good idea as far as what the timeline will be for selling the house we're currently in. We would like to sell this house before we buy another house so we know kind of how much money we can invest in another house. Basically, this is just going to kind of be a vlog of what's going to happen as far as like moving stuff out of my classroom, selling our house, and getting a new house in Richmond. So yeah, thank you guys so much for keeping in on my journey, and I'll keep you updated. So a lot has changed since I last updated you, but I got a job offer, and they actually very quickly found a replacement, and they said that my replacement is at the school right now. So I'm going to school to get all my things from my classroom because I really did think that we were going to be here one more year. And I have to do the checkout process. I'm not going to have the keys anymore. They might change the code. This is sad because this is the first place I've ever taught.
It's true.
You know, a lot of trials and tribulations happen there.
Lots.
And so it'll always be the first place I taught, where I had my first student, where I found my passion for teaching. And that's going to be sad to leave. And there's some really great people who work there that I'm also going to be really sad to leave. I'm also really excited to be at my new school. I emailed them that I was accepting the position, and like all 4 of the people who interviewed me replied with an excited tone, like just really excited for me to be a part of their team. I interviewed at a bunch of different places, but this place I felt like in the interview I could be most myself, and they were just really genuine, good people and teachers, and so I'm really excited to work with them. What do you have to contribute, honey? Jonathan is going through a lot of changes too right now.
Yeah, lots. New job, new coaching job. It's a big change.
Yeah.
I think
New team.
I think you should tell them your exciting news.
What?
About your test scores.
No, I don't think so.
So she wouldn't tell you, but she got, you have to correct me if I say this wrong, second highest in the county math scores. Is that right? Did I say that right?
Yeah, for the grade level. There aren't that many
Don't
teachers.
downplay this. That's a big deal.
I don't know
That's
if
a
I'm
big
gonna
deal.
put that in there.
You should. That's a big deal.
Okay, well, I am excited because I know test scores are not the best indicator of what students have learned, but it is nice to see data that is saying that they've learned the material.
All-star teacher alert right here. All-star.
All right. We'll see you at the school. Back in the classroom, packing up. We're gonna get these green things. Gotta get a cloth. I might leave this tree behind. I got it at the thrift store for $10 and it's kind of slanted. I don't know. But that basket is mine. Part of this is mine. Part of this is the school. So we'll have to go through that. Those whiteboards up there are mine. I have some more stuff in here maybe. Oh yeah, I'm gonna wanna take this with me. I love this bulletin board cover because it's reusable. I'll probably leave this one here for her, but I'll bring the roll for me. And then, yeah, just my binders and some other random stuff. If you guys remember, these were the signs that were hanging at the front of my classroom that I painted on. I know this one broke. It wasn't very high quality. That I have all of this 8th grade math standards, so I'll have to change them for my new school. There she is, all packed up, all of my teacher things in one place. I was about to film a goodbye and I almost left this behind. Glad I came back for one last look through, but this is it. Goodbye, classroom.
Hi.
Sorry that took a little bit. I have a new principal this year, and so saying goodbye to that principal was like saying goodbye to somebody you don't really know, so it wasn't like
Big deal.
a big deal or sad or anything, but I did say goodbye to the vice principal, but I'd only worked with him for a year. Anyways, yeah, it's kind of strange. It is a good thing that we're moving out of state because it's kind of like, oh, we had to leave, versus if it were like a county over or something, I feel like that's much more awkward to leave because it's like I'm specifically leaving the school.
For sure.
You know? So that made it a little bit easier. But yeah.
Let's get it.
Let's go. Jonathan and I are doing our favorite thing at our house, which is looking at the view. Catch a load of this view. Wasn't that cool? I'm gonna overlay it.
Yeah, that was cool, bro.
If you notice right here, there's a lock on our door, and that is because
We sold our house.
Isn't that exciting?
In 3 days.
In 3 days. It was a little bit chaotic. 5 people came and saw it. 3 people immediately said no because of the steep of the driveway and everything.
It's a thing.
But we think it's so worth it because of this view. We watch this view anytime we're home, and it's such a peaceful thing.
This is going to be my most missed thing, really.
In Tennessee.
Yeah, just literally come out the front door and you get to look at beautiful sunsets.
I know. It will be sad. And we spent all of quarantine here, and our
did.
quarantine routine included a lot of Fortnite, Love Island, making dinners, and watching the sunset. So it was a sweet time.
That was sweet. Bigger things, new places.
I realized watching back on the video that I forgot a few details. The first detail is that I meant to say earlier that I had accepted the position, and I accepted a 6th grade math position, which I'm ecstatic about because I had been thinking for a little while that I wanted to try a different grade level besides 8th grade, either go younger, 6th grade, or actually go into high school. When my favorite school was also the school that had the 6th grade position, I was just elated. In the county I'm working in, they like cram math so that you can finish all your math before your SAT and ACTs. So I'll be teaching the first year of 6th grade math standards and half of 7th grade math standards so that in 8th grade students can take Algebra 1. If you're not a math teacher, that probably meant just about nothing to you. Basically, that just means that I'm going to be teaching through the standards at a quicker pace than I'm used to, and that it will be 6th graders, the age of 6th graders. I'm really excited about that because I feel like 6th graders are just so enamored with being in middle school and having a lockers and switching classes and all of that. And they just kind of have a little bit more of a child eye view of the world, I guess. And so I'm really excited to try to make math very real and exciting to them. I should be clear to start work on Monday, so we have a full week of teacher orientation. I can't wait to vlog the entire experience of like seeing my classroom, decorating my classroom really quick. So excited to meet everybody and get to know everybody at the new school. Thank you so much for your time and for watching my videos. I hope that you have a great start of the school year if you're a teacher or if you're involved in the school system in any way. Good luck.